What is up? So, I was originally just planning on creating the system that allows you to switch between different types of towers, but I didn't have other types of towers. I was just going to change the color on the little orb, and that's about it. But I was like, might as well just make another tower and make an AOE tower. So, all this is going to do is it's going to spawn a object above the enemy's head and drop it down, and then it'll explode, and the explosion will do damage to all the enemies around the explosion. So let's get started with it. So first of all, let me go into my turret. There we are. And we are going just to copy this, and I'm going to paste it right here. So BP turret 1, I'm just going to rename BP underscore meteor turret, because I was looking at all the little assets I have from Gideon, and they have really cool looking meteor things, which would be cool to use in an AOE explosion thing. So let's go into this turret first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this viewport here, and I'm going to change this orb to look like something, so we can like at least tell them apart. I should do a little bit more than this, you know, but I'm not creative, as we all know. So that's all I'm going to do for that. So I'm just going to save and close this one. And then we're going to open up our meteor turret. So open up this meteor turret. I'm going to dock it in the layout up here. Go into the viewport. Click on this thing. And this time we're going to get something cool looking. Try to start from the opposite end. That's pretty cool. I like it. So now I'm going to go into here, and we are going to change some things. Actually, leave most of the stuff the same. I'm gonna get, so this is the get world transform, and what this is doing is it's spawning the projectile we originally had in the actual scene component. But for this, we want the object or meteorite to spawn above the enemy. So let me just delete this, and we are going to get the actor location, and I'm going to split this because I just want to change the X and Y. Let me split this as well, the split transform, and then I'm going to split the transform location. So I just want the X and Y, because that's going to be the X and Y on X and Y location. The Z is going to be up and down how far the meteorite is going to be from the enemy. So we want that to be quite a distance higher. So I was about to change this spawn transform to 1,000, but if you have like varying terrain, I'm just going to add this here. And what that's going to do is it's going to add 1,000 to whatever Z the actor that it's targeting is going to be at. So if I add 1,000 to this, if it's already 1,000 feet in the air, it's going to be 2,000 feet in the air, right? So let's leave this, because that's pretty much all I needed for that. So let's go into the actual projectile, which we don't have yet. So we're going to call it, let's make it a type actor. We're going to create a brand new one from scratch, because a meteor, we're just dropping the meteor. It's not really going to require as much as the other projectile did. Meteor. I totally just moved. Just moved on me. All right, let's see. meteor. All right, so let me add a static mesh. I'm gonna call it meteor. I'm gonna change that to default scene root. Let's make this, I'm just gonna look up meteor. And I want the purple one that's supposedly small, I guess. Which is actually pretty big, but I wanted it big anyway, so this is perfect. Let's see, that's about, I think that's really all I need to do for that. Let me delete this, and then we're gonna create a, we're not gonna create a custom event, we're actually gonna go into the static mesh and go on component hit. And then we're just gonna break this hit result. So this is on the component, the meteor hitting something, and I'm breaking that hit result. And you get a lot of cool looking colors here with a lot of cool looking things. So first I want to get a branch here. If it is true that it's a blocking hit, then spawn an emitter. Spawn emitter at location. So we're going to spawn the emitter at the location, and the location is going to be the impact point. So wherever this thing impacts is where it's going to explode at. And the emitter, do they have anything explosion related to the meteor? Meteor shower? Meteor big impact? Hey, that's pretty cool. Well, let's see it again. I like it. I like it. All right, so there's that, and then destroy actor. We want to destroy the meteor after, so it's gonna be self, because we want to destroy the actual meteor. So we're gonna destroy the meteor after the meteor hits that impact point. Do we do anything else after this? Spawn emitter at location, destroy actor, and I think that's about it, right? Oh, apply damage. Missed the most important part. So we're gonna apply something called radial damage, which is you're applying damage in a radius. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna make it big damage. We like big damage. I'll make this tower like really slow, and it drops does area damage, but its weakness is it's really slow or something like that. 100. I'll make the radius like 1,000. And we'll see how big that explosion is. The origin is going to be the impact point. So we just drag that over here. And I don't need to really worry about any of the rest of this later. But later on, once you get like player health or something, you're going to want to ignore the actors. So you can just, get your player character, make an array out of it, and then make it as one of the ignore actors. Compile, save that. What else do I need to do? Yeah, one thing I didn't do. Here we are, meteor turret. Meteor, blueprint meteor. Let's disconnect that. And, something else we didn't do, I don't think. Actually, we'll test it. Space, they don't usually, but we'll see. I'll tell you what I'm thinking in a second if this doesn't work. Let's see. I just want to make sure at least the base part is working. Okay, well, that didn't even fall. That didn't fall because I didn't add a projectile movement onto it. But I might as well just go into this right now. Go into your meteor, click on the static mesh, and then you can click this little folder icon thing, which will pop up here. They have a lot of cool looking meteors here. This one, nah, I fall in love with this one. It's my favorite. All right, so let's see. Let's see show the collision real quick. So it has absolutely no collision. So what would have happened would be there would be no impact point because nothing would ever hit. So it would just fall through the earth. Okay. So instead, we're gonna add a 26 DOP simplified collision. This might be a bit much. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this is the collision now. Save, close that, and let's get back into it. I'm going to hit the play. Yeah. Cool. Let's see this work. Bam. And that one took some damage. Boom. All right, cool. Let's see wave 2. Hey, I love it. Perfect. All right. All right, let me escape. This is not trying to be blah 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 blah. Okay. Too easy. Let me just do an is valid. Alright, let's see. No error. Cool. Fixed. All I did was make sure that there was a valid target to drop on the enemy. That's all that error was telling me. Alright, well, that is it. Yeah. Have a good one.